and welcome back to the All About Myths show. On today's show, we have a very special guest who's here to talk a little bit about herself and to share some very interesting stories about being the captivating woman she is. Welcome, Medusa. Hello, thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here. Thanks for coming, but before we start, do you have anything interesting to tell us about yourself? Yes, actually. My name means ruler, queen, and feminine. My wings also symbolize freedom and mastery over the world. Wow, that's very interesting. So Medusa, I'm very well sure everyone tuning in knows exactly who you are. You are truly an iconic mythical creature, but for those who don't, could you tell us a little about who you are? Well, yes, of course. My name is Medusa, and I'm the daughter of Phorcys and Keto. We all lived in the city Athens. My sisters' names are Sithino and Euro, and we are the Gorgons. Believe it or not, I happen to be the only mortal out of all of us. But how? Haven't you always looked like this? Like a monster? No, actually. I used to be an exquisitely beautiful maiden, and many desired my attention. But something horrible happened, and now I look the way I do today. I was punished by a goddess, and each of my locks were turned into venomous snakes. My eyes turned a bloodshot red, and my skin was no longer pale, but a vile green. I never looked the same since. Wow! Could you please tell us more about how you came to be? Alright, beware. It's quite a long story. So as I said before, I was a beautiful woman. Many men longed for my attention. They were not the only ones who knew how beautiful I was. I too knew my beauty and flaunted it to everyone around. Every day, I boasted how beautiful I was. I told the miller I was more beautiful than snow. I told the cobbler my hair shined brighter than the sun. I told the blacksmith's son that my eyes were greener than all of the Aegean Sea, and that my lips were redder than a rose. I was so consumed in my beauty that when I wasn't expressing to others how beautiful I was, I would look at myself in the mirror, a window, and in calm bodies of water. Life was like that until one day I decided to visit the Parthenon. The Parthenon? Yes, the Parthenon is the largest temple to the goddess Athena, the goddess of wisdom. Many people think it has beautiful sculptures and paintings, but when I saw them, I thought I would have made a way better subject for the sculptures than Athena. When I looked around, I said, this is such a beautiful temple. How could it possibly be wasted on Athena? Everyone heard me saying these remarks, and I could hear whispers all around, but I didn't think anything of it at the time. I then began to stare at my reflection in the large bronze doors, and didn't even realize that the temple became empty. Then before I knew it, the reflection in the doors became Athena's. What happened? What happened? Was she upset? Yes, she was. She came to me and said, "You stupid girl, you think you are more beautiful than I am? This is not true, and even if it was, there is more to life than beauty." I tried to tell her that my beauty was an inspiration to everyone around, but she silenced me. She went on telling me that beauty disappears in all mortals, that it does not feed the poor or heal the sick, and that she would strip me of my loveliness, which will serve as a reminder to others to control their pride. And just like that, my face changed into a horrible, hideous monster. All my beauty was gone. And the worst part of it all was that my beautiful locks turned into snakes that hissed on top of my head. Well, Medusa, I noticed you're wearing sunglasses. What happened to your eyes? Well, she made it so that anyone that looked into my eyes would turn into stone, so not even I could look at my own reflection anymore. Athena then sent me to live with the blind monsters, aka the Gorgon sisters, so that no innocent people would be harmed by my curse. And that's it. Now I'm sitting here today. So what do you believe is ultimately your relevance to the Greeks? Well, I am a hideous, vile monster that is feared by many, partly because of my ability to turn humans into stone. This is a power over all life and the ability to return life back to Earth where it originally came from. So Medusa, although Athena was the one who cursed you, what do you think people tuning in can learn from your story and experience? Well, I believe that the moral of my story is that there are better things to read about other than vanity and appearance. We must be compassionate and aware of those who have bigger struggles than us, and use our time to help them, opposed to spending time flaunting over ourselves, which I believe I unfortunately did wrong. You're absolutely right, Medusa, and also to add on to your point, I do believe that the universal theme of your story is that if you don't stop to look at the world around you, the universe will punish you for your behavior and the lack of kindness you have done. You should respect those who have done no harm to you, and you will not receive a horrible punishment. This is very applicable to modern-day society, as there are still vain people out there with little respect and compassion for others, and this is a reminder to them to stay humble. Yes, exactly. Thank you for saying that. Well, thanks for stopping by, Medusa. It was a pleasure having you on our show. Your story not only entertained us, but it also opened our eyes to bigger issues happening around us. On next week's episode, we will be speaking with legendary Zeus, so tune in next week. Bye.